Okay, it does look like we're holding a bit steady here. So again, thank you so much for taking the time out. Truly appreciate it. To learn more in this session about how you're going to be able to improve upon your financial wellness. Before we get started, I do want to introduce myself here. My name is Bussy Sui. I am head of customer success training here at DailyPay, one part of the training team. And I am going to have a couple of questions throughout the session here to hopefully keep this a bit interactive, interesting, engaging for you while we go through this session here. So with that, I do have a couple of housekeeping items for you here. If you wanted to, answer any questions that I may have for you, banter, share any stories, anything along those lines, I would love for you to utilize the chat box function for me. If you do happen to have any questions, however, please utilize that Q&A, and then we'll be able to make sure that I'll be able to answer any questions as you're going on through there, so that I don't miss anything moving forward. Since we are a smaller group, I am going to give you guys access as well to unmute yourselves if you do decide to come offline. We'd love to hear your voices there. But again, we just want to make sure that we're able to provide you with information regarding financial wellness, tips and tricks, all the fun stuff for you today. Okay? So speaking of quizzes here, I do have a couple of poll questions for you. So I'm going to launch that for you here. Now, some U.S. communities have their own currencies. Can you help me with a true or false with that? What are your thoughts here? Mhm. We'll give it a couple more seconds. Larger participation. All right, awesome. Okay. All right. So we do have a clear consensus of what your guys' thoughts are here. So believe it or not, it's actually true. So there's over 60 communities in the United States that operate and have their own currencies, whether that be within their own townships or whether that be statewide. They do have their own that also they use in addition to the US currency. Interesting. I had no idea until now. Okay. How about this other question here? How much does it cost to make a penny? Mhm. Very cool. All right. Okay, thank you so much for answering, everyone. All right, a drum roll. So believe it or not, it actually costs 2 cents to make 1 cent. So it's actually doubling the value. Not even making sense there with that, but that is the actual truth. And one final question before we jump on into everything. One of my favorite questions here. Who was the, go back. Who was the first woman to appear on a national currency? 1 second. It's not populating. But any guesses in the chat? Who do you think is the first woman to appear on US currency? The choices I had were Harriet Tubman, so you can put A, Mary Todd Lincoln, B, or Pocahontas, C. What do you guys think? All right, good guesses, guys. Okay, so one of you are right. So it's either Harriet Tubman. Okay, oh, we have all three now. All right, I like this. I like this. Let's see here. All right, so the answer actually is Pocahontas, and she was first on the currency in 1865, and it was just a picture of her being baptized that was added onto one of the dollars in circulation at that time. So again, I love to hear that, love to see it. Hopefully we'll see another woman on the currency very soon. So thank you so much for answering those questions here. So, and allowing me to kind of nerd out with you a bit. So I'm gonna jump on over here to talk more about financial wellness, right? So after the hustle and bustle of the holidays, now is when a lot of time you take stock to see what happened in the past and how we're going to be able to save within this new year. And January being financial wellness month, we want to be able to help you guys better understand any potential financial issues, know that those potential issues that you have can be fixed, and just give us a better step in the right direction to build upon our financial control and our financial health. So today we're going to be prioritizing, of course, talking about financial health here. Going to be able to see how we can help to budget, plan, and just basically overall encourage more financial stability. So welcome again. Thank you. And remember, this is a safe space. We're all here together. So another little question bank I have for you here, and the pun is intended. I'm not sure if you guys knew that there's more than one actual finance that people take a look at throughout the world, especially the world of finance, right? So we have the three main ones though, which is personal, public, and corporate. So which one do you think matches up? So the first one, finance that includes taxing, spending, budgeting, and debt assurance policies. Which one do you think that one is? One, two, or three? You can use that chat box for that as well. Awesome. Okay, good guesses here, guys. So I will say, all right, most of the consensus, I would see it's two, and you are 100% correct. So think about this corporate finance, how to be able to help to build infrastructure. They are taxing us, we are getting taxed, right? How they need to budget their own, budget on their own, and all that fun stuff for them. So that is considered public finance. What about the second one? Finance that is specific to an individual's situation or activity. All right, love it. 100% correct. So this is the one I think that we're all more familiar with. We're like, okay, how do we budget our daily lifestyle? What's going on within our little bubble here? That is our personal finance. And last but not least, finance that refers to the financial activities related to running a corporation. And the title is right there. Exactly. So that's where our corporate finance lies in. So, all right, thanks again. So I always, again, mostly think about personal finance. That is what we're going to focus in on more today, talking about more tips, tricks, and resources. But I thought it was interesting to share the other finances that, corporations, public health, all those different institutions have to deal with. But let's jump on in here. So creating a financial plan is super important here because it's going to allow us to make the most of the assets and help to give us more confidence to weather any rainy day situations that may occur as we're living our everyday lives. So first you want to be able to, of course, make that financial plan, decide how you want to do that, whether you want to do that personally, which you can, or if you can reach out as well to a professional if you decide to do so, totally up to you. But regardless of how you start, just know that one of the first ways that you can do that is to set a financial goal for yourself. Anyone want to share any financial goals in the chat that they may have? I know myself, I am planning a huge trip in July. So I do want to make sure that I am able to help to save for that while budgeting for any monthly expenses that I may have as well. So I want to be able to have fun and save for that fun trip, but also make sure that I can still live day to day. Right? Anyone want to share any personal financial goals that they may have, whether that be, buying a home or any trips, any fun trips that you guys have planned? And again, you got making 600K this year. I love that plan. I love that goal. Same, budgeting for vet expenses for the pets. All right. Oh, that's a good one. 2024, no spending frivolously, Farah. I wish I can do that too. Love that. Pay off credit card debt. Great, great goals. Okay, I love that. So you really want to think about saving with intention, right? So you guys have those goals aligned, right? So when you think about it that way, where it is paying off credit card debt, whether you don't want to have any frivolous spending, making that 600K a year by, hoarding your coins or anything along those lines, that's going to be able to help to ensure that you'll be able to find and fit those goals a bit faster. Another way you can think about it is think about it inspirationally or aspirationally, right? So how do you want your life to look like in a year, in 5 years, 10 years, and whatever that may look like for yourself, then you can start to then break out that tree, break out that branch, and then build and set those goals aside, and then make that more of a reality than just an overall manifestation picture. Okay. Also, what you want to do is be able to track your money to be able to see and get a better sense of what's coming in and what's going out. So you can get a better sense there and build a financial plan as to how you can better save, maybe save less in one particular bucket, save more in another bucket, as well as being able to help to pay down any debt that you may have as well. So being able to see that as well and tracking your money can also help to set out and align those goals so you can make them, what is my most immediate goal? What is my medium-term goal, let's say in the next year or two? And then what is more of a long-term goal that I want to reach and fix? And then budget it out in that regard too. So an example that I found when doing some research here is that NerdWallet recommends a 50, 30, $20, not dollar, the 20% approach there. So let's say 50% will go to what you may need for utilities regarding housing, transportation, all of that fun stuff with that particular percentage. 30% will go to any wants that you may have, so whether that be entertaining, buying clothes, going out to eat. And then 20% will then go towards your saving, your budgeting, paying down debt, and so on. So I do think that that can be a realistic percentage that you can take when trying to figure out a financial plan on your own. Next, of course, we want to be able to help budget for any emergencies that may come our way. We hate that, right? But we love to have a little cushion just in case. So I have a quick question for you. Any of you guys runners? Any of you guys work out at all? No, no. Okay. All right. Okay. You what do you do, Farah? Can I pick on you? Do you run? Do you work out? Which one do you do? Or Luke, I'll pick on you too, Luke. All right, so you go to the gym Monday through Friday. I love that. So do you do any weights? I am truly picking on you, Farah, so apologies in advance. And if you do weights or you do Pilates and walk, all right. So what do you guys, how did you start off when you started at the gym? Like I'm sure you didn't say, all right, I'm gonna go for that 20-pound weight, or I'm gonna start trying to bench press 200 pounds. No, none of that, right? So, okay, you do treadmill, elliptical, some weights, I love that. But I'm sure you started off slow and gradually. And that's really what we want to think about exactly when we're thinking about budgeting for emergencies as well. So we're going to start with that 5-pounder. So maybe you want to save $200 this month. Hopefully next month, we're going to build up and work on our financial muscle. Maybe try to save 225, 250, or whatever that you can allocate and know that you're doing this and building upon that is going to, again, give you that better cushion that you may need in case of the rainy day situation. Right. So sometimes she goes to the track after work. I love it, Farah. You are living the life that I should be living. This is great. And for everyone else that works out, kudos to you. I love that. So summer bodies are made in the winter, right? So keep that up. I love that. So next, regarding your financial planning, other things that you can do, of course, is to tackle your debt, right? And you can utilize the same things that we talked about when we were discussing that emergency fund. So you want to make sure that you're not just paying that minimum amount for any credit cards or any loan payments, because that then does start to kind of balloon up regarding interest rates and so on. So the more that you can kind of save up to pay those debts down, the better that you'll be in the long run there. Also, you want to make sure that you're planning for retirement. We're all going to need to retire someday. So whether that be 401k, whether that be an IRA, Roth, even a high yielding savings account, you'd be able to do that on your own there as well. Just to make sure that you do have that nest egg when you're no longer able to join the workforce. And lastly, want to invest. And I know sometimes we think about investment as something only for rich people or when you're a bit more stable, whether that be within your career, with your family. That's not always the case. And it can be something simple that we're already doing regarding our 401k there. That's an investment too. You can also open a brokerage account. A lot of them have a zero minimum to get started. So you can start that way and start to build up as well. There's other associations and other apps I'm sure that you've heard about that you can take advantage of to start investing, whether that be with Acorns or Robinhood. No affiliation, but do know that again that you can take advantage of those moving forward. All right, so I do have a quick video here that I want to play, and it's just a game of Would You Rather. If you do want to play along, I am going to pause it throughout so you can enter it in the chat box, but I'm going to go ahead and hit play and get started.
Oh, I see you. I see you over there. What is up? And welcome to Would You Rather Finance Edition. I'm your host, M. Scribner, and today we have a very, very special guest. He is a young man, an actor, and a competitive lacrosse player who also sports a pretty impressive mustache, if I do say so myself. Put your hands together for Marcus. Hi. Yeah. There's snowing here. Perfect. Marcus, thanks so much for being on Would You Rather. We are excited to see if you can put your money where your mouth is. Oh, wow. Excited to play? Yeah, I'm actually really curious about personal finance because I'm going to be honest, it stresses me out. You know what stresses me out? Wheels of cheese. Okay, Marcus, let's get financially lit. Marcus, to save up money for college, would you rather give up coffee for a year or give up ordering takeout for a year? Well,
Okay, I'm gonna pause before he answers. What do you guys think? What would you rather do? Coffee or takeout? Okay. Give up coffee. Same. I don't even drink coffee, so that's already out. That's very easy for me. Takeout, I love takeout. It'll be very, very hard. Okay, but I'm seeing a little bit more coffee than takeout, but we're getting a little consensus there, right? All right, so let's see what Marcus says.
these. My coffee cost me like what, $5 a cup? $5 isn't going to send me to college, but it adds up. But takeout is just something so convenient. TikTok, Marcus. Okay. No. I mean, add me on TikTok. I think I'm gonna go with giving up coffee because it would save me at least like $30 or $40 a week, and I can just make it at home. Hey, that's like $1,500 a year. And at home, the name on your order is always right.
So just as he said, it's something so simple. So even if it's not coffee, but something small that you know that you do outside, where I love Skittles. I don't know why, but it just every time I'm outside, I pass a store, I have to go and buy Skittles. It's a problem. But if I were to stop that problem, that would save me a couple of funds, right? So it's little things, whatever exactly Pepsi there. So whatever those small things that you're like, all right, maybe I can drink more water, to your point, Farah, or I can make my coffee at home, like Marcus said. These are little things that you can do and ascribe to that will be able to help with your savings and help to bring you to that next level that you want to be. So, and I'm gonna play these videos throughout, so we're gonna just jump on through here, but you'll see Marcus soon. All right. So related to financial wellness, again, another thing that we want you to do is review your credit report, right? So if you do your due diligence and know what's on that report, you'll be able to see history of your finances, you'll be able to see and learn just how people are looking at the credit scores, your credit report, what is on that credit report and so on. So that again, you'll be able to assess and be like, all right, I need to get this off there, build up your credit. So again, that you'll be able to make more power moves regarding to your financial planning and financial spending. So do know that every year you are allowed one free credit report where you'll be able to get the credit report from the three reporting agencies, Equifax, Experian, and TransUnion. And you can do that by going to annualcreditreport.com and requesting that report. So you can request it online, just as stated here. You can also call in, or if you're old school like me, sometimes I do like to send a little snail mail here and there. You can also request that by writing in. So know that again, by law, you are allowed to get that free annual report with all three of those agencies listed. A lot of times when we go online and get our free credit report, it's only from one or the other. So this will allow you to get a full picture of what's going on. Like, there you go. All right. So another thing you want to do regarding financial wellness is make sure that we're protecting ourselves, right? So you don't want to share anything online. Online can be a scary place. So make sure that you protect your social security, whether that be online, whether that be on the phone. We're not giving that information out. That is our baby. We're holding that close to the chest. So anyone that's calling you asking for that information, you're going to need to inquire more, or just ask why, right? We always want to ask questions, which is our last one there, but we'll get there. Also, you don't want to go fishing, not the fun one. Okay, you want to make sure that none of these scams we're not adherent to the easy policies that they are trying to reach us with. So if you get an email from your bank, make sure that if you're following your gut there, that you call that bank or call that credit card company to make sure that they issued that correspondence, and make sure that you are talking to the right party there. If you hover over a link as well, there are ways that you can see that it's not from, let's say, Bank of America, but it's from bankofamerica.com, it's from bankofamerica.edu or something weird. That's not good, right? So you want to make sure that you're hovering over things, reading things carefully, and again, trust your gut, like I would say, and you'll be able to proceed and not hopefully fall into those phishing scams. I'm sure you hear this everywhere, but create your strong passwords. Try not to use the same passwords everywhere. Of course, you're not going to use password 123. So we want to make sure that we have secure, all of our information is secure, especially if you have lots of card information. We have our Google Pay or Apple Pay, everything locked in. Want to make sure that we have passwords everywhere all the way around. Same as we were talking about the internet, protecting our social security number, want to protect yourselves on social. Do not share any information that is sensitive and personal on your social media accounts. That's just a no-go. You want to check your statements too. Make sure that everything looks good as it should. I know once that happened to me where I was trying to buy Chinese food and I knew I at least had Chinese food money in my account. Kept saying that it was declined. Once I checked my statements, all of a sudden my money went to Groupon. Someone got my information, put a whole bunch of Groupons. I do not have a Groupon account. So you want to make sure that you are diligent about checking your statements monthly, so that you can avoid those issues and make sure that, again, what is being spent, you're spending and not anyone else, okay? And then lastly, like I said, ask questions, trust your gut, and make sure that you feel comfortable proceeding and sharing information. And this would be a great way that you can move forward in protecting yourself and, of course, your identity. Okay. All right, so another question, would you rather from Marcus? Let's see what we stopped. Okay, so I'm going to hit play. I'm going to go to question number 2.
Okay, question number 2. To earn money, would you rather earn a single penny today and have it double each day for 30 days, or earn $1 million today?
All right, guys, what do you think? $1 million today or a penny for a month and get those savings? You have the answers here. Single penny, penny doubles. Any other takers? $1 million today, all right. I love that. Okay, you ready for answers? $1 million today, $1 million today, all right. Okay, you ready for it? Let's go. Let's see what the answer is.
Ooh, quick maths. So by day 30, we'll carry the 6. $5,368,709.12. I'm gonna go with earn a single penny. See, finance, it's all about the long game. Well, it goes to show you, folks, finance is all about the long game. That's what I said. Well,
so you see how simple, again, $1 million today sounds great, right? But if you really do the math, sit down, budget, and see what those numbers actually mean. I know that was very unfair for you guys because you're sitting right here and 10 seconds and I asked you to make a decision, but you can see how, like, if you were to sit down, plan, and see what those numbers actually meant and doubled and doubled and doubled, you'll actually get 5 times more than you thought you would. So this is kind of really all about finance and kind of, again, thinking about what our end goals are, how we want to plan that out and how we can match that, as Marcus says. Thanks for sharing, by the way, everyone. Now, I would be remiss if I did not mention that DailyPay is here to help you with financial planning as well. So we all know that you'll be able to make a transfer on over early with DailyPay, and you'll be able to receive the funds that you've actually earned. And you can receive that before your payday at any time, whether that be next day or instantly. So you can utilize that to avoid missing payments or avoid a late payment, because we all know that Our bills do not line up with our paychecks. We wish it did, it does not. So know that you can, of course, take advantage of DailyPay to help to avoid any missed payments there. Also be able to help to pay off your credit cards, to help to build your credit scores. And again, we'll be able to help to build upon your financial health in the future. We also have savings tools that you can take advantage of. So we have two different savings features you can utilize, our auto save and our direct save option. With auto save, this is pretty much our set it and forget it feature that you can use regarding budgeting, regarding paying bills as well. So you can just set an amount that you want to save for every pay period. And then on payday, you'll be able to receive those funds in the account that you've chosen without having to think about that. So you pretty much auto save. Say you want to save $25 every pay period, and that just goes up and goes up until you say no or you change that amount. The direct save option gives a bit more flexibility and control as to how much and how often you'll be able to save. So you can save $20 today, for example, $25 tomorrow, and then again receive those funds in the account that you've chosen on payday. So lots of ways that you'll be able to save as well by taking advantage of the DailyPay benefit. We also have the opportunity where you can reach out to a financial coach via the app under the rewards section on the bottom of the app or the website. And you can take advantage of financial wellness newsletters that we have as well. So you'll be able to, once you make a transfer with us, you can get access to those newsletters moving forward. There are also lots of free financial courses online that can give you the background you need to get started or improve on your financial health. A few are listed here. Feel free to click on these links to learn more. Now we're going to jump on into our last Would You Rather. In one moment while I pull it up.
All right, folks. Question number 3. To save money, would you rather never see your barber again or share a wardrobe with your grandma? Okay, well, let's just get one thing straight. I am not going to say goodbye to my barber. That is a brotherhood. That is a bond that is unbreakable. How am I going to get this fade right? You know what I'm saying? Real spit. Okay, so I'm going to go with share a wardrobe with my grandma. I guess it's like thrifting, right? Vintage.
Thank you for participating in our Would You Rather, and let us know your thoughts. Please don't forget that you can also reach out and connect with us on socials to engage in our content. You can learn some tips and also learn more about upcoming events like these webinars in the future. Also, if you're curious about anything regarding DailyPay, whether you are currently enrolled or not, please don't hesitate to reach out to our employee support team. We have agents available in both English and Spanish, 7 days out of the week, 24 hours out of the day, by email, chat, or by phone. So if you happen to have any questions at all, again, don't hesitate to reach out. Thank you for taking the time out to join our financial wellness session. If you are interested in DailyPay and have not yet enrolled, please feel free to scan this QR code to get started. Any other questions after this training? Please reach out to us as well at customer.training@dailypay.com. I hope you found this session helpful. Again, thank you so much for taking the time out today and good luck on your financial journey.